Alright, what is going on, guys? This is Captive, and as you guys can tell, we are in a different environment than usual. We are actually playing on the Xbox 360. I found a controller that works, and I found the cord for my Xbox, and we are going to be trying to do a cut com today. That is because I have been watching a lot of FaZe Jev, and he has inspired me to try to start doing this because these are kind of the games that I enjoy playing more. I like Minecraft. We might continue doing Minecraft, but for now we're going to do cut cons because I think you guys will enjoy them, especially because we're going to just be doing short stories. They'll be shorter videos, maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes. Matters on how long the stories are and stuff like that. But if you guys like this type of video, make sure you guys drop a like down below. And also, if you guys have any games that you want me to play, I'm thinking about doing Modern Warfare 3, maybe Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops Original. I'm on Black Ops 2, obviously, so just let me know down there as well. But let's get on into today's stories. Alright, so my stories today are going to be about my work experiences, and some of you guys might know this, but I've had actual 4 jobs in my short span of working, and I will be putting the logos up so that you guys can kind of see what the stores look like, so maybe you've seen them before. But my first job was actually at a place called Ace Hardware. It is a hardware store like it says in the name, and basically all I had to do was sit on cash register and check out customers. It doesn't sound like it'd be too bad. It really wasn't too bad. The only times that it got really annoying is when I had a bag sale, or our store would have a bag sale. That means that anything that is the size of a grocery bag, so one of those brown paper bags, that was basically on sale. Anything that would fit in there, it's on sale. So people would bring up like 2x4s, random stuff like that, small enough to fit in a bag, but they would try to get me to give them the discounts. It really makes sense to me what a bag sale is, but apparently to some people it was a whole new concept and they didn't understand it. So I would have to tell them, sorry, no, we can't give you the discount on that item. It isn't part of it today. And they get really angry at me as if I was making decisions if they got the discount or not. Like, oh, you aren't lucky enough today, you're not getting the discount. No, it was just because it was my rules. If I didn't follow them, I'd get in trouble. And I wasn't getting in trouble just for somebody to get 37 cents off a 2x4 that they're going to use to stick up their kid's ass that night. So because of that, I didn't like the job because that would happen. And then I would have to call my manager up to have him reiterate exactly what I had already told the customers. So, like, I would just kind of get triggered and tilted. It just wouldn't really go well. And then while this is all happening, the lines are still getting backed up because it's a really busy day and a lot of people actually still go there to buy stuff during these bag sales. So then the line's getting backed up, and I'm talking all the way back area of the store, like, you know, where like the random stuff is, like nuts and bolts and like the steel like chainsaws that people buy, stuff like that, all the way back to there. And they get really mad at because I wasn't checking them out quick enough for their likings on these days, but it wasn't really even my fault. So like I ended up leaving that job, and I felt bad because I left one of my friends there that worked there who actually got me the job. I just couldn't stand it anymore, so I left and I went to a new place. You would think I wouldn't want to go into customer service after an experience like that, but of course I decided to go work at a fast food restaurant. Basically, it is called Culver's. I don't know, it's a big thing in the Midwest. You might have heard of it. Actually, they do a lot of like chicken sandwiches, custard. I was a cashier there for my second job. I only worked there for 3 months, so you know that my experience working there wasn't so great. And that was because we'd have customers that would want to come in and get specific things and have really odd requests. One of the guys I can remember, we're gonna say his name is Bob. Bob would come in every day I worked, it felt like. He would get a chicken Caesar salad, but it would have to have no croutons and it'd have to be fresh lettuce. Even though you can't really tell if lettuce is fresh when you get them from stores like that. We just open them out of a bag and pour it in. So, oh my god, I just hit a no scope. You can't really tell if it's fresh or not, so we have to go back and tell him like, yo, Bob's here, he wants to get a chicken salad, his usual. This would take time out of our day, and like I was saying, it's a restaurant, or a fast food restaurant, so people are still coming in and coming to your line like thinking that you're gonna come back to check them out really quickly, even though Bob's order takes like 30 minutes, I swear, to make, and it's just really annoying. And then after that, he would get a cod fillet sandwich, but it would have to have this special cheese on it that was supposed to go on like chicken sandwiches. I don't really know why he wanted it or why it was happening, and all I know is it made all of us really mad. We'd have to like go back and like make sure that everything was going right, like I said. And then also you would have to tell people how to bag it properly, which is That's the other really stupid part. People would want their stuff like double and triple bagged, but it would only be like some items. Like they would want their salad double bagged, and like their chicken sandwich was fine in a single bag. Really didn't make any sense. I mean, the job wasn't terrible. It was just a lot of my friends would come in because it's a popular restaurant around us. They knew I worked there, so like they would come in and they would try to get free food. That was basically a couple of reasons why I didn't really like that job. So I only worked there for a really short time, and then I got my next job, which is at a car wash, and this was the final job before the one I'm working at now. As you guys know, I started working there during the summer, so it was pretty nice. Weather wasn't terrible. I didn't really have to do too much. I mean, cars would come in every once in a while, just get some of like the mud off. But now it's winter time in Wisconsin, and we salt our roads, so there's salt, and that's really bad for cars. So a lot of people start coming through, and that's where you start getting a lot of issues. When a lot of people are coming through, a lot is going on, and people don't like to listen the first time you tell them something. So you gotta tell them like twice. If you guys go to a car wash and it is pulled by a conveyor belt, make sure you put your car in neutral for the guy that's spraying down your car. Otherwise, he's not gonna have a good time, and you're gonna get mad at him thinking that he's breaking your car when he's just doing his job and he already told you what to do. I can go through the whole spiel for you. When we would get a car in, you would go up to the car, you'd say, "How's it going? How's your day? What wash would you like today?" They would tell you, and you'd be like, "All right, make sure your car's in neutral. I'll be right back." So you already said make sure your car's in neutral once then. You go inside, you get to the register, you plug whatever they want in, you come back to them. By now, you would think they'd have their car in neutral. So we say it again, just make sure. Be like, "All right, here's your receipt. Thank you so much. Make sure your car's in neutral. Have a good rest of your day." You would not believe how many people still skip over the rollers because their car's in park, or they have their foot on the brake and their car goes over the roller and they think their car's like exploding and that you did it on purpose to them, even though you told them what was happening and that they needed their car in neutral. It's really, really irritating, but you know, it happens a lot there actually. Once this is happening and there's a lot of cars coming through, and they think that their car's breaking, they get out of their car and they're looking around like, "Oh my god, my car's falling apart." There's people still coming behind them because, I mean, it's busy. This is like the same scenario that was happening with Bob at Culver's, just it's a different place, and it's not Bob. I don't know. I don't think Bob came through, but that's besides the point. So cars are lining up down the street. You're sitting there, you're just spraying down cars like, I don't know, you're a madman, and you're trying to spray bullets at everybody in Call of Duty. So you're sending cars through, and then people have the nerve to come back around and say their car didn't get clean enough. It's like, oh my god. So then you have to deal with them. It was pretty crazy. Not to forget, it's Wisconsin, and you're spraying water on a car in 30-degree weather. It was no fun. So basically, I was standing out there in a jacket, a hat, some thick gloves, spraying down cars, having people yelling at me that their car isn't clean. Yeah, just never work at a car wash. Honestly, I would just say try to find a job that you really like doing, that you don't have to deal with customers as much as possible, because that'll make it way easier for you. You can just worry about your work and what you're doing and making sure that it's up to par, instead of having to worry about how other people are thinking about it, other than when you sell it to them. Say if you're like working on computers like I am, that's a pretty easy one, because I mean, it's just like, as long as the computers are pretty nice, you don't have to worry about anything else. It's not like I'm sitting there talking to people trying to get them to buy them. So I mean, it's pretty nice in that aspect. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys learned anything today or thought any of my stories were kind of funny, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button as well. It would help me out a bunch. Our goal is to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. I think it is really possible. We are already at 400 almost, which is insane. And like I said at the start of the video, if you guys liked today's video, make sure you give me a like so that I know to keep on bringing out this type of content. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Captive. I will see you guys in another live commentary sometime soon. Peace out.